Hey guys, this is Mary Jane, and this is our fourth video for the spelling mistakes that ruin your writing video series. So, we are just going to have a very quick review for who. So, who can be a question word. For example, who are those men playing chess? Who is that gorgeous Indian girl? It can also be either a question word and a subject, but actually both at the same time. Who is winning the chess game? You know that who is the subject in this sentence because you can replace it with either a noun or a subject. Example, who is winning the chess game? The old man is winning the chess game. Or who knows? He knows. We can also have who as a noun clause marker. Example, do you know who won the chess game? It can also be a relative clause marker. For example, in this sentence, the old man won the chess game. He's the guy who has beaten everyone in the city. Now, we have here whom. Whom is also a relative clause marker and an object pronoun. But don't worry too much about whom because most native speakers, they use who when we're speaking or when they're speaking. Example, that's the guy whom the old man beat at chess. The old guy beat him. So whom actually just really replaces him. Next, this may seem a little too formal, especially when speaking, because most people would just really say, that's the guy who the old man beat at chess. However, if you're going to write for a publication or if you're going to, let's say, take an exam, it's actually preferable to use whom. So sometimes it is very unavoidable, especially after a preposition or when it is a relative clause marker or both. Example, I have two sisters. Both of them live in Melbourne. You can also say, I have two sisters, both of whom live in Melbourne. Also, the president gave the award to whom? Moving on, we have whose. Whose is a question word showing possession. So mind that it has an E at the end. Example, whose idea was it to take that photo? My idea. Whose hand is holding the ice cream? Her hand. Whose with an E can also be a relative clause marker showing possession. For example, she's the girl whose photos are all over the internet. The Leaning Tower of Pisa, whose history is fascinating, receives over 1 million visitors a year. Now, let's have whose with an apostrophe S. It is actually a contraction of who is or who has. Examples would be, who's that brave girl on the swing? Who is that brave girl on the swing? That's Jenny who's always doing crazy things. That's Jenny who is always doing crazy things. Who's encouraged her to do such a dangerous thing? Who has encouraged her to do such a dangerous thing? Now we are down to our last words for this video. So we have here through and through. Just remember, both of them have the same pronunciation. Through would just be the past tense of verb to throw. The basketball threw the ball through the hoop. But if you're going to use through can be an adverb, it can be a preposition, or it can be an adjective. Example, he opened the door and went through. The basketball player threw the ball through the hoop. The old stadium was in a no-through street, but the new stadium is in a through street, or is a through one. So that means that you can go through the street.